Moed Katan Daf Yud Gimel. The mission of the bottom of base and base says Machnas Adam Peyosav Mipnei Ganovim B'Shoyle Pishtanim in the Mishra B'Shvil Shloiti Oved Bilvad Shlo Yechaven melachto bimoed. The mission over here is mavur that although there's a heter to do melachto l'tzorech davar oved yaochal moed, nevertheless there's a issue you cannot do it if you mechaven melachto bimoed. And the Mishnah says that if you do work in a situation that you mechaven melachto bimoed, you avdu. There's a tremendous machlokes shein. If this halacha that it's also the mechaven melachto bimoed, is it specifically the gabi the heter to do avodah yaochal moed the tzorech davar oved in such a situation the mechaven melachto bimoed it's also, or it's also in regard to a heter of doing malacha yaochal the tzorech yontif that as well that will pertain also the halacha that if you could have done it before yontif and you waited specifically to do the avodah yaochal it's also the Rosh is mashma that even when there's a heter to do avodah tzorech yontif, if you mechaven melachto bimoed it's also. However, the Sefer Michtam is clearly that this halacha is specifically to the heter of davar oved, and it does not pertain to the halacha of the heter avodah the tzorech yontif. And the Rambam is also mashma like the Sefer Michtam. He brings the halacha about shlo yechaven bimoed right after the heter of davar oved. And the Sefer Schar is Nasan that explains what's the understanding in the machlokes shein. It's totally about what you could clear and what the Geder of the Isser of mechaven melachto bimoed is the pshat that since you mechaven melachto bimoed, so therefore it's not considered a davar oved. Davar oved by definition means that the yontif is causing you a hefsid. However, you've mechaven melachto bimoed, so therefore you, with your negligence, you pushed it off to do the avoid in the time that you anyway not doing work, so therefore it's not the pshat that the yontif is causing you a hefsid, so it's missing in the ikr shame of davar oved. Or he says there's another tzad that the yesod of the isa mechaven melachto bimoed is that it's mezalzel in yontif. You mezalzel in the kedusha of chol moed by the fact that you mechaven to do malacha chol moed. He says the Rambam in the Chinuch it's mashma that the yesod is because you mezalzel in yontif by being mechaven melachto bimoed. And he says the machlokes shein is totally in these two tzaddim, because if the pshat is because you mezalzel in yontif, so it could be it's only when you have a mind to do a malacha chol moed that's the tzorech davar oved. However, if you're doing a malacha that is the tzorech simchas yontif, then it could be it's not considered a zilzel in yontif. However, if the yesod advarim is because it's not considered a davar oved, because a davar oved is only midi, the yontif is causing you a hefsid. So who did the heter of asiyas malacha tzorech simchas yontif is only when the malacha is needed to be done specifically on yontif for simchas yontif. It could be yesh l'chalik. That's only davar oved is only machmas the yontif. However, tzorech simchas yontif even on this side it could be mutter. Yesh l'falpul ayin b'zeh. And the Shir Nasan continues that these two tzaddim it's totally another machlokes rishonim. And what the Geder of the Isa mechaven melachto bimoed is, it specifically when you mechaven melachto bimoed, bimezid and intentionally push off the malacha to be done on yontif. That's mavur in the Ritva, and the Shayat seems medayik like that in the Rambam. And it's much like that in Levush as well. However, in the Chedushi Aran and Teisei Rosh, in the beginning of the parak of Yalaf and Beis, it's mashma. The kiven melachto bimoed is anything that's not a oinus is included in mechaven melachto bimoed. You don't need that you pushed off the malacha b'mezid. And the Rishonim ask a kasha, why does the Mishnah have to say that the poel muchayz if the Mishnah says that you do the oinus that happened and therefore you're going to lose your produce, your zaysim? Why does the Mishnah have to say that the poel muchayz? So the Rishonim say the answer is that you might think that the poel muchayz you should have to go and offer them more money, and if you offer more money, it could be they'll do the malacha and they won't be chayzer. So therefore, you would think it's not considered oinus kamashmalon, even if poel chayzer, it's also considered oinus. So you see from the Teisei Rosh and the Ran that you need for davar oved specifically oinus. It's not enough that you weren't mechaven melachto bimoed b'mezid. You need oinus for the heter. So Shir Nasan says That the machlokes Yeshayim is totally in the two studies mentioned. Because if the yesod of the isim melachto moed is because you mezalzel on yontif, that's only when you mezalzel and you push off to do the melachto when you have time, yaochal moed. And only bimoed is considered melachto moed. However, the yesod of the isim melachto moed is not considered a davar ovud that came machmas a regel that's you need. That was a oinus that caused you to have to do the melachto on yontif. Moving further on, the Gemara says, Schar poel shein yaochal mahu. Is there a heter? If the poel doesn't have what to eat, is it mutter for him to do avodah in order for him to earn money to eat? The Schar in the Mefarshim means he has nothing to eat, or he just wants to eat more, nafas impressiontiv. Mishlomo Zalman in his Chuvas has a very interesting suffix on this sugya. He says, what's the halacha? If you have a poel shein yaochal and he needs the work of chol moed for him to eat, but he can't do the entire work, he can only sew, but you need someone else to cut the material, to prepare it, the material for the poel shein yaochal to sew. Is it mutter for the other poel to do the work of cutting the material to prepare it for the poel shein yaochal to sew? And he explains, well, even though it's more in the poskim, that you cannot do melachto chol moed even if your intention is to give all the money that you gain to ani shein yaochal. Nevertheless, since you yourself have what to eat, you cannot do the melachto with das to give the money to ani shein yaochal. And the Mishbi Halacha says it's only mutter if your children don't have what to eat, then you're allowed to do work in chol moed, because although your sons are geder, that mutter on you, nevertheless, if they're not going to have what to eat, it's going to stay your simchas yontif. So therefore, only the father is allowed to do melachto chol moed when his sons don't have what to eat. However, somebody else that doesn't have what to eat, you cannot do melachto chol moed for somebody else that doesn't have melachto. But he says over here it's different, because the oni wants to do melachto, he's ready to do melachto, and the only way that he'll be enabled to do his melachto is if you prepare the materials. Over here, you're helping him. The guf ha-melachto could be, it's different. And he says the chinuch is mashma a little different than the poskim. The chinuch is mashma even for somebody else you're allowed to do melachto, but he goes back and forth. But it's not clear the understanding in the chinuch. And Moed Katan brings a tshuva from the Yehuda that discusses a heter to take a haircut on chol moed if the barber is ein yaochal. So therefore, since the barber is allowed to give you a haircut because he's ein yaochal, he's allowed to take a haircut. And he says, although the person that's getting a haircut is Messiah b'chagavnes ein b'mamish. So Moed Katan says it's mashma the only because Messiah ein b'mamish it's mutter. So over here, when you're cutting the material, it's Messiah sheyesh b'mamish. It's more than Messiah. Therefore, it should be also. He says over here it's different. That you're doing the melachto only for the sake of the oni. If you're taking a haircut, you're taking a haircut for yourself. You're not taking a haircut only for the poel shein yaochal. So could be over here, Yehuda agrees that it'll be mutter. And Moed Katan says that Muk Yosef writes, the reason why poel shein yaochal is mutter is because it's ein loch davar ha'ovid godel mizer, the fact that the poel is ein loch yaochal, it's considered davar ovid. It's the same way. If a balabayas has a situation that's a davar ovid, his workers are allowed to work for him, even though the workers are not facing a hefsid. Since the balabayas is facing a hefsid, it's mutter for them to do work. So Moed Katan asked, who didn't should be that even if your friend doesn't have money to eat, you should be able to do melachto. He says even though you're having in mind to maybe take some of the profit for yourself, nevertheless it should be mutter, since the ikar tachlis of your avodah is to give money for the ani. But Moed Katan says it can't be, because if that would be the case, then it should be mutter for all factories and businesses to be open, because from one of the employees there's definitely one or two aniyim, and one or two aniyim can't run the whole factory, run the business themselves, so therefore they need the other employees there to help out running the business. So therefore almost all businesses should be mutter chol moed, and that's not huskar. So you see, you can't compare the heter of poel shein yaochal to the heter of davar aved. He says, furthermore, you see that it's choluk tuva, because davar aved is even davar aved that will be nifsad after yontif. However, poel shein yaochal is only when he's only yaochal on yontif. And since it's not similar to davar aved, it could be it's osur to repair work for ani. The Mishnah Zalman says, "Ve'emes it's tzorich in gadol." It's hard to understand. Why is it that poel shein yaochal is different than the fact that we find in the heter of a chayla on Shabbos that it's mutter even to somebody that's not sick to help out the chayla sheish b'sakana? So what did the poel shein yaochal is that a shayla of avedas nafshoy. So why shouldn't it be mutter for somebody else to help him out? And so here, why is it different than avedas? If there's a situation of davar hefsid that poel not to help out, why is it that poel shein yaochal is different? So it says it could be it's only d'arbanan, the meikad din it's mutter, and it's only because of a chashash of that they'll end up doing melacha chol hamoed, and they'll say it's for a poel shein yaochal. That's why Chazal machmir. In the ikar kasha of Shem Zalman, why is it different? A poel shein yaochal from the heter of davar aved. It could be a kumiyashid that's choluk tuva, because davar aved, the pshat is the actual melacha is a melacha that's done to matzah from the hefsid. It's not considered melachas tereach. It's a melacha only to matzah from the hefsid, because the actual melacha is saving the balabayis from hefsid. However, a poel shein yaochal, the actual work is the same as regular work, and it has a shein melacha. Just a paycheck you're taking and you pay a poel shein yaochal, you're going to give the money to this poel shein yaochal. It's nachal and ikar melacha, the melacha l'tzirich ha'ani, rather the ikar melacha has a fartig shein melacha, and therefore it's also.